letting society tell you about the best skincare routines, the hottest plastic surgeons, or the cream that will keep your skin from aging. It's time we start asking ourselves, what the fuck is beauty anyway? If we remove all the IG filters, is there more to a beautiful face than just skincare? Well, I'm here to share it with you, and hell yeah, there is. My name is Jen Carrasco. I have been an esthetician, as well as a high-level fitness competitor, and an all-around badass for over a decade. And I need you to know there is way more to keeping your mind and body clean than just a cream. Join me each week as I cut the BS out of getting healthy, caring for ourselves, and caring for our skin. I share real tips, real ingredients, and real experience. Now let's get some answers on what the fuck is beauty anyway.
Hey, what's up? It's Jen.
Hey Jen, it's Michelle.
How you doing?
How you hanging?
You don't want me to answer that one on this.
So we're back together again.
Yes, we are.
It's the dynamic duo. So I heard through the grapevine that you have decided to return to competing again.
I have.
Yeah, but little twist this time.
Yes.
And it is?
I am going to compete this year as a bikini competitor.
Your old stomping grounds,
yes.
Right? That's how you started.
Yes.
Tell us how that all began.
From
just your first competition.
my first competition. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to lose weight pretty much from having my son. And I decided that I need a goal in life in order to do something. That's just who I am.
Right.
And so I had that goal and I hired a trainer, got to the point and I actually placed 12th, I think it was, at my first NPC show, which is actually pretty good for a bikini competitor because, there's freaking 50 of them now in each category.
There's a lot.
And then from there on out, I just decided that I really wanted to step it up and go for a figure. Mm-hmm. And my first figure show, I placed 3rd. And then I went to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania to get my pro card. And so you have to compete in a regular show. Okay. You have to get top 3. Then you have to go to a national show to actually earn your pro card. And you have to place first. So the most likely of you getting your pro card that first time is usually it takes people anywhere from 7 to 10 years, depending. Right. For some odd reason, I don't know why, but I went first, got it on my second shot, which was crazy.
Within a year or 2 years?
It was a year and a half or something. Right.
Yeah. It's probably, that's almost unheard of.
Yeah. So. And then so I started competing through all of that. And, I've had my ups and downs, but I think, what was it when I did the Arnold? It was a couple of years ago when I did the Arnold Australia and I came down with shingles. And I think that really made my love of competing not love anymore because it was really hard on me and getting shingles and having to compete through that. And I didn't have to, but I want to prove something to myself that I can do it. And right. So I did, but it made me actually kind of resent doing it. I didn't really enjoy it. And I still did another show after that. And I just kept thinking, why in the hell am I doing this to myself? It's not fun anymore. I don't enjoy it. So with that going forward, I took a break and really focused on business, and business is freaking booming and it's been crazy busy.
So with that in mind,
yes.
Why add this to the plate?
When I went to my last Arte meeting in Whistler, mm-hmm. They were talking about your bitch voice. And I remember talking to somebody and they said, well, why aren't you competing anymore? And I said, well, I'm really focusing on business and I really need to, get business going and structure that first. And I realized that I was doing really good in business, but I was still not structured. I was kind of all over the place, which, because we had to reschedule podcast after podcast after podcast because I didn't have my shit aligned.
Right.
And then it made me think that doing a show is going to keep me more dedicated. It's going to keep me more in alignment with my business. It's going to keep me actually having to plan out my days and my life to where Sundays are my family day. And I look at my week beforehand and I structure in my workouts every day. Right. Because it was a point that I wasn't really working out as much and I wasn't really happy with my body.
Right.
And I was just working a lot. And like, I mean, you run 50 million things. You have to have balance somehow.
Right.
And I want it all in life.
Right.
Just like you. I want to do fucking everything.
Right. Because I think this past year you've been hyper focused on building your businesses and getting things going out there, and you've just been grinding endlessly. But I do know that you kind of were putting your workouts on the back burner.
Yeah.
Like that was not a priority to where wasn't really you. I think you've always kind of somehow incorporated some kind of physical activity in your life. And I felt like the past year you've been grinding so much. So I applaud you for kind of taking a step back. Yeah.
But like when you're really tired, like the other day I was so exhausted. I'm like, I do not want to go to the gym and do I think it was like an hour of cardio. So it was like 20 on a bike, 20 on the elliptical, I didn't want to do it. But honestly, when I went and done it afterwards, I felt so good and I'm so glad I did it.
Good.
So it's making yourself do it. It's that bitch voice that tells you, hey, it's too hard. Don't do it. And I want to prove that wrong. I want to be able to say, you know what? I can do it all and I can structure it. And my transition of going into the bikini realm, that was really hard for me because, I'm
you
not
came from figure. So
you're a girly girl. Yeah.
Right. Well, I mean, you came from, that's a different level of bodybuilding.
So, and I'm not a flaunter, so it's really hard for me to take that realm. But I don't want to put any more muscle on my body. I don't like how it looks on me. And I don't want that. I want to look feminine in a dress. I want to, I don't want to be on my off season at 160, 70 pounds. That's just not what I want for myself. Right. So I want to compete. And really the only place that I compete at is bikini level. So I'm going to give it a go.
Cool. And so what changes have you made in addition to having really schedule out your workouts? What other changes or adjustments have you had to make in order to get ready for the show?
So I love bikini camp. I love my diet. Like it's fabulous. I feel like I am getting more food that settles me, if that makes sense. So
settle or grounding or what do you mean?
Well, like with figure, I didn't get that much fat. Like my fats were really low and it was almost like I felt like my body was craving that. But then with bikini, you get all of it because it wants to keep your muscle bellies full. And so I get walnuts, I get avocado, I get rice, I get turkey, I get my breakfasts are huge. So I feel like I'm eating good.
Right.
I don't feel like I'm on a diet. I feel like this is how I would normally eat.
Right.
And to me, it doesn't make that sense. Or it doesn't make me feel like I'm dieting down to where I hate it. Figure was definitely it was really structured what you had to eat. And it was I didn't want to eat that all the time.
Right. Well, you're almost doing the impossible, kind of going against Mother Nature and putting on a bunch of muscle.
Yeah.
Right.
And then on the other realm of training, it's really nice. It's structured to where one day I have a cardio day, which is an hour. And then maybe 3 or 4 other days in there, I have a 20-minute cardio, but it's basically I'm repping out my upper body to burn out my muscle a little bit more because I have more muscle than the average bikini. So I need to lose that. So I'm repping that out. And honestly, I get my workouts done in 40, 45 minutes quick compared to, I feel with figure, I really had to push my body to gain that muscle and then to do the cardio on top of it. And I was exhausted and my body was tired.
Right.
I think the only thing that I really work hard at is my leg days. But I've always done that because I love hitting legs hard. That's my passion.
Favorite. Yeah, that's your favorite one.
And so for me, I feel like it's well-rounded. Talk to me a month before the show. Maybe it will be different. But no, I feel right now I'm really, really happy with it. I feel like it's a good, healthy realm going into this.
Well, it sounds like it's going to fit everything else that you have going on where you can add that to your plate, but it's a nice fit there too. So when is that show?
So I haven't really announced it. I'm telling people okay, I have so many days or so many months.
Okay.
But I haven't really said what show. I know what show I'm doing. I know I might do a couple back to back. So just keep posted.
Okay.
It will be on, if you want to do your research and look at the dates and where it's going to realm, you can do that. But I'm kind of keeping it a secret this time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, people. Stay tuned.
So, but enough about me. So, I have that drive to always try to push myself to the extreme. And I mean, to the point to where I fucking come down with shingles because I'm so stressed out trying to do something.
Yes, I've been there with you.
What about you? Because you help out a lot in the community.
Right.
You have a couple of businesses as well.
Yep.
And you grind. I mean, I always see you on social media and, posting like you're burning like 400 calories and this and that. I mean, what is your balance? What do you feel like you do? Like, do you have to calculate it in your day like me?
Absolutely. I plan out my weeks ahead of time just to kind of fit that into where I'm going to be working out and what I'm going to be working on. So I do Orange Theory 3 days a week. And then I have my CrossFit gym that I train for my Spartan training twice a week. So yeah, you definitely need to fit it into your schedule and make time. I really feel like having either a competition you're going for me, I have some Spartan races that I'm going to be doing coming up this year. Really helps me be accountable and focused, but I also feel like I'm training with a purpose. And I really like that. I really like that. If there's days I don't feel like going to the gym, but I know if I don't, then not going is not going to get my butt over that wall.
Yeah.
So it really does help training with a purpose. So, and then getting to meet other people as well. So I'm been trying to hit it hard, trying to run more just so I can, be a worthy competitor out there and then just see what happens. I'm going to do my first race in April. In San Diego. That's just open just to kind of introduce myself again. This will only be my second race, but then starting in June, I'm going to be doing age competitive groups. So I'll be kind of on my own. So we'll see.
Are you getting help at all from like the community? Because I know that they do have Spartan training.
Right. That's the gym I go to.
Okay,
so
awesome.
They're specialized in that. So actually all the owners and coaches there all do Spartan races. Mm-hmm. So, and then they actually have some of the obstacles there that we can practice on, the rings and the wall and stuff like that, the rope climbing. So that's all there and available to us.
So question, why did you choose the Spartan?
It was just more of getting my ass off the couch. So why not go extreme? So I had gotten extremely lazy last year. So that's when I decided back in August or September, hey, I need some motivation. So Spartan popped up on Facebook and
we all did it with you.
Why not? Why not just go the extreme the other way?
Yeah.
So eye-opening, being there and doing that, really showed that my lack of strength was definitely in the upper body portion of it. So, but the endurance side of it, I felt fine. So now that's been my focus with my coaches there at the Spartan training courses, really working on the upper body. So lots of pull-ups and just hanging from the bar and just trying to build that up right now. So that's my focus. My goal is to get across those rings and across the monkey bars.
Yeah. So I know, and I'm just shoot this out there because I'm sure that you're doing it, but maybe to give the viewer something. So if you're looking to build up your upper body, especially as a female, like you said, you're doing hangs, but they have the assisted pull-up bars, which are awesome. So what you could do is you could do the assisted pull-up and then it will, you pull up and then you go down like really slow and then you pull up and then you go down really slow. And what that does is like, if you keep doing that over a period of time, you're just going to walk in and start busting out pull-ups because you're building that up. It's called negatives.
So it's like 1 up and 3 down or something?
So what you would do is like, you would have it assist you up.
Right.
But you would go down really slow to where like you're building.
Right.
Like you're breaking that muscle tissue down.
Right.
But you're not having to pull yourself up. Like, or you can even do step ups. Like, for instance, if you get like a bench with a pull-up bar, right? So you get a bench, you hop up there. Right. And you hold yourself up and you barely go down really slow, like with your own muscles. And then that's really going to empower you to be it's going to like break that tissue down and then you repair it, of course, with eating.
Those muscles. Yeah.
And then you'll be amazed at how much more you can do each time you go in there and start doing your pull-ups. Right. That's why I say like every single time you get into the gym, do 1 pull-up. Right. And then the next day do 2 pull-ups. The next day do 3 pull-ups. Like by the time you're done, you're going to be doing like 10 fucking pull-ups.
Yeah. That's what mama needs. And that's what I'm excited about the most, I think, too, is, not going out there and competing, but just seeing the progress, the change and the growth and the strength that's building. Because I've already seen my endurance level really make a huge shift in a positive direction just by going to Orange Theory and doing the HIIT interval training, 3 days a week. So I can't believe how much that's really impacted my endurance side of it. So now it's just the muscle building of the upper body so I can actually power through those obstacles. So I'm excited about it. I'm dedicated to it. I got written on my wall what I'm doing, where I'm going. Got my flights all booked, so I got everything signed up, ready to go.
So what do you think we can give the viewers out there that as a mom with children or a business owner with children and trying to plan in their life plus their family time and their time, what would you tell them that they should be doing to structure it better?
Really just examining their life schedule. I know it's hard to do everything out there, but in reality, by me going to the gym and doing classes at night, then that's really one less hour I'm on Facebook or watching TV. So
waking up 1 hour earlier.
Yeah. So I'm just swapping things out. Mm-hmm. So for what means something to me right now, which is a goal and having that purpose out there. So I guess just finding something that you love to do and really examining what you're really doing with your time, because a lot of times it is wasted. I mean, we're all guilty of, I'm just going to take a quick look at Facebook for 5 minutes and it turns into an hour, you know, so, but that's an hour spent at the gym. So,
or you can be on Facebook on the treadmill.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
I mean, girl, I'm focused. No distractions.
I just honestly think people just give excuses
right.
because they don't want to do something.
Right.
And you just have to get to the point to where like you really mentally want to do this and get there. And I remember just looking at myself in the mirror constantly with taking that 1.5 years off of the competing. And I'm just not happy the way that I look in the mirror.
Right.
And I know like for myself, if I do not have a competition coming up and somebody that I have to check in with constantly, I will fail. Because I won't do it because I'll be lazy or I'll be tired, and I have to have something designed to do it.
Right.
And I know like 75 hard that's out there, you know, a lot of like my Arate brothers and sisters are doing the 75 hard. But to me, I need more than that. I need somebody that I actually have to like send pictures to that are going to give me feedback, not just like I need that kick in the pants.
Right. And that's kind of where I'm at too. I mean, even with my training, again, it was like there's days I don't feel like going, you know, but again, it's like, it's almost like a tell-all story when you get to the competition and if you're actually going through and doing what you need to do to get so people, when you go there, you can tell if they've been training for it or not. So it's kind of, that's the show, you know, there. So that really, to me, is holding me accountable. Like right now, I would think in the past, anything that I've tried to, if I was competing either for a mud run or just doing a race in general, it's always been about weight loss. It's always been geared. And this time I'm kind of like, fuck the weight loss side of it. I just want to go there. I want to get stronger. I want to go there and I want to dominate those obstacles by the end of this year.
And because your mindset changed, honestly, you're not focused on that weight loss anymore. You're going to be amazed at how much your weight loss goal is going to like get to the point that you want it to, because you're not concentrating on it.
On it at all.
Yeah.
I'm just eating what I feel right to eat.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go. I haven't stepped on the scale. I have no idea. So I'm just
girl. I'm proud of you.
I just want to get stronger right now. Yeah. I just really want to do well. So
that's awesome.
I'm excited about it.
Well, hopefully this helped. I mean, I know it's a little talking back and forth about, you know, training and this and that, but it was more or less, I feel like goal setting, really helping people to like structure their life.
Right.
And, you know, let you know that we all deal with it, but it's like
possible.
I say, it's that bitch voice telling you not to do something.
Right.
And you need to tell it that you're going to do it no matter what. Just pushing through it.
Right. Just getting started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
All right, you guys. Well.
Yeah, that's it. Thank
Peace
you.
Out.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in this week. I hope you feel more empowered and more inspired to love the skin you're in. As we navigate new society norms and beauty daily, make sure to always ask yourself, what the fuck is beauty to me? And know that's all that matters. If you love this content today, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review. Follow me and get more info on my guests at MoragoStudio.com. Yes, I said it, MoragoStudio.com. And that's the shit. See you on the next episode, beauties.